masters repping the game, we running this crowd. Hands up. If you love the suplex, raise them high. If you reppin' the hardcore flex, we the ring masters. Breaking the rules with finesse from the top ropes. We bringin' the madness. Hard way wrestling, we bringin' the pain. No escape, feel the power in our domain. Hard way wrestling, the kings of the fight. Putting on the shoulders out of sight.
Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. It is. What is Thursday? What do we call Thursdays?
Throwdown Thursday.
Throw up Thursdays. Throwdown Thursdays. What's going on, boys?
Not too much, man.
Nothing.
Did you guys caught up on all your wrestling? You watched your Raw. You watched your Dynamite. Yeet.
Not all the yeet.
No yeet.
Some of it.
No yeet.
I kept up with as much as I could through video clips, but not the whole thing.
Gotcha. All right, well, we're going to get started.
Bitch this week.
What's that?
The work's a bitch this week.
I tell you, I'm having a tough time catching up myself. It took me all but today to catch up on Raw and catch up on Dynamite and a little bit of NXT, but not a bunch of NXT. So busy. But we're going to get started off first. How do you say his first name, Austin? Kazuchika?
Yeah.
Kazuchika Ohkada is all elite. He showed up on Dynamite last night. And I guess they're beating up on Eddie
piss
Kingston
out of
now.
Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, they're beating Eddie Kingston. All of a sudden, they're going to beat up on him. I don't know about you guys. I can't stand Eddie Kingston. I think he reminds me of every shitty indie wrestler that I don't want to book.
The Brooklyn Brawler.
Damn.
No, he's worse. He's worse than a Brooklyn Brawler. It's actually terrible.
Him and his little like flappy chop thing. Like, I mean, why? Why
the
do
machine
that?
gun slaps or
Huh?
machine gun chops? Come on,
Yeah.
dude, they're effective.
You had it right, Austin. You had it right the first time. It's machine gun flaps. That's all it is. Like he just yeah. That's all he does. So,
It is a bit silly.
I do agree. I agree with Owen though. Kingston versus Okada will actually probably be one of the hardest hitting matches in AEW.
Do you think so?
I think it'll. I'm not saying it's going to be a 5-star match, but I'm saying like it's going to be hard hitting. Both of those guys are going to beat the shit out of each other.
Well, we already watched Suzuki and Kingston slap the shit out of each other till their chests were damn near bleeding.
Yeah, I'd almost rather see Suzuki and Okada myself. I posted a video a couple weeks ago on Will Powell that where Okada must have got tatered by somebody and he just absolutely went off and beat the shit out of the dude.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite clips to watch, honestly. I love going back and watching that one.
Oh, it's about to slap meat. Oh, well, you're not sitting beside me in the van tomorrow, buddy.
Four-toed meat.
Okada's all elite. Kenny, what's that?
Four-toed meat.
Four-toed meat. So Okada is all elite. Kenny Omega has been fired.
I wonder if Kenny's getting ready to come back.
Yeah.
I mean,
they brought him.
no.
I mean, it's weird that they brought him up out of nowhere for how long has it been since he's been gone? Since the beginning of the year? Before the beginning of the year?
November, right?
November, yeah.
November
is about when he went
he
out
was
with
supposed to at World's End, right? He was supposed to
the
be
golden showers.
Golden Showers team or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been out for a hot minute now.
Funny question on this one. Why didn't Brock help get Kenny Omega and Okada signed?
Who?
Jesus
Brock.
Christ.
Why? I mean, you figure a guy like Brock would like a team like the Golden Showers. So surprised he didn't help get him signed to WWE.
His is more of a fisting type of deal. So, what do we think of this? Do we think that he loves the Young Bucks? He's been friends with the Bullet Club and all those guys for 100 years. we know it's the all friends wrestling. So now they have Okada. Do you think you'd have been better served to go to the WWE?
So for me, it's like I think it's weird to bring him in and then just be like, oh, he's a heel now, and he's also with the Young Bucks. Like I would have preferred a different storyline, but like on the same note, I think with him being within the WWE, it could have went either way. Like it's weird. It's kind of like the same situation as Will Ospreay is like they go to the WWE, what's going to happen? Because it's kind of a coin flip, no pun intended, but
Yep.
I don't know. Like
I see what you did there.
Thanks, man. But I like I said, I think if they went to the WWE, there's a chance that they could have just been themselves and they didn't have to play. Because now Will Ospreay is like kind of like a tweener / leaning more face, and then Okada is now a heel, and it feels different than what you're used to seeing.
Yeah, very. This almost feels like with Okada being with the Young Bucks, it almost reminds me of the Authority from WWE years ago with Triple H and Rollins and them.
But it has like a DX feel to it.
Yeah.
See, for me, it doesn't. It just feels forced. It doesn't feel right. It just feels forced.
Yeah, it does feel a little abnormal. Kind of like Jonathan Cross as a face.
Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. My role, right? My role is the people love me. The fans love me. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with Okada here. I don't, hopefully he doesn't end up. A lot of times these guys come in, they do one program, and then they disappear.
Yeah,
right? They disappear for a while. So I'm looking forward to Okada Omega again, right, for the 500th time.
Sign me up. I don't give a shit if it's the first time or the 500th. Sign me up for it.
I'm for Okada and Ospreay at some point again.
Yes. Meltzer blow his load on it.
Yeah. Love to see that. And I don't know, Eddie Kingston to come out, whatever. He's wearing sweatpants and Timberlands, damn it.
I do want to say the worst part about that segment wasn't even the fact that Okada came out as heel. It feels very forced. It's the way that they got into the Rainmaker with Eddie Kingston standing there fumbling around for fucking.
Was that Kingston or was that Okada that couldn't pull off the 1,000-round clip, 100-round clip?
It was fucking. I think it was.
Move, by the way, Okada, put your Rainmaker away. That's AK's move.
I think it was Kingston because like he kept like moving his arm. Okada couldn't grab it. It looked like he was trying to jerk himself off.
It really looked it looked fucking pathetic. I'm telling you, Eddie Kingston is this close to wrestling for ATCW. I swear to fucking God. I swear to God. He's that close.
Dude, you got off-brand Eddie Kingston right here. I just got to take my shirt off.
No.
Jesus.
You can work. And you might think you need help on your promos, but listen to some Eddie Kingston stuff sometime. The only time I ever believe
don't stop. I'm about to finish. Keep going.
The only I couldn't jerk you off anymore. The only time Eddie Kingston sounds real is when he's really got some shit going on in his head. Like he's a guy that everybody's out to get him all the time. All the time. He's one of those guys. And when he's thinking that, or he's really on top of that story, he's good in the promo area. But that bullshit when he came out last night and was like, "Yeah, you gonna find me?" Like it was just terrible. It was fucking terrible. I know the whole way down the ramp, he's got to be sweating. What the fuck am I gonna say? What the fuck am I gonna say? He's got to. I know I've done it. So anyway. We're gonna move on. Ricky, you got anything for Okada? You excited about Okada? He's wearing my gold.
Excited for him, yes.
He's wearing my gold gi or whatever. What is that? What is that called? I'd wear it anyway. Ospreay
looks like a
debuted this weekend at the pay-per-view, and he wrestled last night on Dynamite. Kyle Fletcher. I don't know if you caught that match. Excellent match. Kyle Fletcher is a fucking dog.
He's good.
And he looks like he's picking up like size. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like he's picking up size. there was a spot last night, and this will go right into our next topic. But there was a spot last night where it was like a reverse poison Rana, where he dropped Kyle Fletcher directly on his fucking head. And I wonder, coming off the weekend where we saw Darby dive through glass,
Try to commit suicide on live television.
Yeah, try to kill himself.
Again.
Most likely, he will probably throw himself off of Mount Everest.
that
That shit's crazy to me.
These moves that these guys are pulling off now, man. I don't. They're cool. I mean, you're live on it. I think if you're Tony Khan and you're not selling tickets, the first thing you do is say, "Hey, you guys want to see a dead body?" Right? I think that's what I do to sell tickets, because at some point on live TV, someone is gonna fucking die. And Kyle Fletcher's head landed directly into his in through the fucking mat, And then there was he's got that Cody cutter, whatever he calls it.
The Oz cutter, I think is what
Oz
it's called.
cutter, and then he's got
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker, is it Tiger Driver? Is it the same thing?
No, the Tiger Driver is different. The Stormbreaker is like when he puts him up on the shoulder and then he takes him and flips them.
Unprotected.
Yeah, that's the Tiger Driver. The Tiger Driver's nuts.
Yeah, he did the Tiger Driver to Takeshita on Sunday, and I believe he did the Tiger Driver last night too. So he did one on Kenny Omega that I'm pretty sure is why Kenny Omega's out right now. So these guys are really pulling off some serious moves here. Scary moves.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever want to take any of them. But Will Ospreay, did WWE drop the ball here on Will Ospreay? Scotty?
It's hard to say with him, because on the one hand, all these guys, the Ohkadas, the Ospreays, all these guys, they're great talents and they do have a lot to offer. But the problem that they have is just like what you're talking about right now. These guys are daredevils. They're, acrobats. They want to do their stuff their own way. And while I think Ospreay and Ohkada both could have served WWE very well, I also feel like the reason they go to AEW is exactly what you just said. Tony Khan says, do whatever you want. If you want to be a dead body, go out and be a dead body. If you want to kill somebody, go out and kill somebody. He lets them do all this stupid stuff that, while it looks impressive, like you said, it's gonna kill somebody one day. And you can only get so much money out of that. After you've seen 5 dead bodies, how many more tickets is Tony Khan going to be selling? How many more draws is Ospreay?
All of them.
Okada?
All of them.
I don't, because once you've seen 1 or 2 dead bodies, it kind of the novelty wears off. Once you've seen 1 or 2 big moves performed endlessly over and over and over again, like the Darby dive the other night, I watched that video. And I'm looking at it I watched it a couple times because I'm trying to figure out, first of all, what the heck happened. But second of all, I'm like, it didn't faze me the way it did when Darby first started doing stupid stuff, because it was like, okay, this is cool. But after the 50th time of him doing it, it's like, all right, cool. Big whoop. I don't care if he wants to, he's trying to kill himself. Great. Good for him.
Darby did it for Sting.
Yeah, he did it.
For Sting.
He did it for Sting.
I did it for the retirement.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather see them push Ric Flair off the top of a ladder instead of?
Yes, sign me up for that one.
I'm surprised
He'd be
Flair
dead.
didn't even volunteer for that.
I don't even think he could climb the ladder at his age.
But I think with Ospreay, to go to the original point, I don't think he would survive in the WWE locker room, because he one wrong move, if he pulled a stunt like he did with Fletcher the other night, and somebody broke their neck the way Big E broke his, you know, ooh,
And that was just a basic move that broke Big E's neck. Like
Yeah,
everybody
that's-
could do a
that's-
belly to belly.
I don't know if that's a basic move or not.
I was
Well,
about
I
to
mean,
say, hold
a
on
lot of
now.
people do belly to bellies.
Biggie's 280, 260 pounds.
Yeah.
And to be able to fucking toss him up, what was it, belly to belly, right?
It was
a
belly to belly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a simple move. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that
Well,
out there. That is not a simple fucking
obviously,
move.
but I'm just.
but
I mean, it's a move a
it's
lot of people do like effortlessly without killing somebody.
Yeah,
They're
Until
also
Ridge Holland does
9
it.
times out of 10 not. First of all, you can't blame that on Ridge. Second of all, fucking Big E's 280 pounds. That's like my fat ass trying to flip through the fucking air. That's not gonna.
Are you 280?
I'm a slim 260.
Okay, so you're 260. I'm 220. It's like me trying to toss you without you giving a boost, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened with the Big E. Big E did not give much of a boost to Holland. Holland tried to muscle him, and Big E landed.
The timing was
fucking-
off.
His
Yeah, the
fucking
timing
stack of
was
dimes.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's a lot with Rich Holland too. But why I say Ospreay is so charismatic, and you watch him in the ring, and you watch how he reacts to the crowd, and he reacts to his opponent. He smiles. He just goes from night and day, whether he's you can't where he's angry or he's not angry. This guy is like a performer. This guy's I'm going to say this right now, the best wrestler in the world. Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah, when we did the top, what was it, 100 wrestlers under what 30 or 40 or whatever, like a couple months ago, and he was what number was he? And I said he should be like top 5, top 3 easily.
Well, we went over someone else's list, I think, and
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
of them were a little screwy. But yeah, he is. I think on our list we had MJF in the
It was
lead.
MJF
one or
was
two, but
one, and I
Ospreay's
think he should have been right up there at like 2.
Yeah. Fully
Well, I mean,
healthy.
go ahead, Austin.
I was gonna say fully healthy, he's definitely top 3. But like if we're basing everyone off of full health, for me, it's gotta be like Omega, Rollins, Ospreay is like those top 3. In ring, if we're just strictly talking about in-ring performance, those guys top 3. Hands
all right.
down.
Austin's got Omega, Rollins, Ospreay. Who do you got, Rick?
I put Ospreay right now. I put him at 1. I put him
Okay.
at 1. Rollins, I'd give him top 5.
All right.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it a little more.
Yeah, Scotty.
Off the top of my head, best workers in ring. That's what we're talking about, right?
Fully
Best
healthy.
Fully healthy.
100% fully healthy. You got to go with Gunther, Braun Breaker, Ospreay.
All right. I like that list. That's not a bad list. That's actually not a bad list at all. I fully healthy. I'm going Ospreay. I'm going Drew McIntyre, and I'm going Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Look at it and fully healthy. If if Suicide and Homicide from TNA formed a tag team, what would it be called?
God. Who is that?
It's Nikita Call It Off.
It's
Poker Wrestler.
Damien. It's Damien.
Nope, it's Nikita Call Off, the poker wrestler.
Oh
For our joke of the day. What is the punchline, Nikita? Jesus Christ. Chris Benoit? That's fucking terrible.
And that is a terrible joke, but
And
I get it.
makes sense. Yeah, I think right now Drew McIntyre is probably the top heel in both companies, right? Together. I think he's a top heel out of both companies. MJF's not around. MJF's not around right now. MJF has a lot of low-hanging fruit comments and that kind of stuff. And when he's passionate, he it's good. But Drew McIntyre right now is on a different fucking level.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate Drew McIntyre. I hate his in-ring performance, but I have to agree with you that like he's on one right now with the heel shit. But like
Did you
him
see
wrestling,
his
I
video
just
the
hate
other
it.
night? You see the video the other night when he was pulling out he was in his car and he was leaving,
And
or
he
was
turned on Colt.
He turned on Cult the Personality. The fans were booing him. He turned on Cult the Personality on the red. I I mean, that's fucking good shit.
Yeah,
that's
is.
fucking good shit. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of trying to kill yourself, Sammy Guevara tried to kill another motherfucker.
Yeah, he's
he
nearly ended the Hardy's career.
tried like hell. They've tried like hell to end their career. The good thing about Sammy Guevara doing that flip and let his knees landing on Jeff's face, it felt like another night at the bar for Jeff. So it wasn't a concussion. He just felt like he was drunk. So,
Yeah.
so they suspended him because of concussion protocol. Now, explain to me what that means. Somebody explain to me why he is suspended, because he didn't have the concussion.
So
because he gave somebody another one.
Yeah.
So
All right.
here's my issue with the whole
That's
thing.
not really protocol though. Unless
Yeah,
it's
no.
what he does, then it's protocol.
So I think what happened is obviously the strike to the head happened. Like it happened. Jeff was completely out for a second. Right then and there, the match should
He's
have
been
fucking
out
ended.
for the last 15 years.
Is that Sammy's fault?
No, it shouldn't be.
Exactly.
Sammy's getting fucked here. He is quite literally the scapegoat. Shout out Jack Perry for no fucking reason. It's the dumbest shit ever. He's just being blamed for it, even though, like, what is he supposed to do in that situation? Every time I go to an event or anytime I'm about to be in the ring, they say, like, listen to your vet. Your vet's going to be taking care of you in this match. Jeff Hardy's obviously the vet in that match. Why is the match not being called off?
Different level.
But it's just, but like it makes zero sense for Sammy Guevara to get blamed in this situation. Number one, the ref should have called the match. Number two, zero shot Jeff Hardy should have continued. Like it just makes zero sense as to why Sammy Guevara is being blamed.
Now, here my take on it, quite frankly, is whatever happened after the match. Matt raised a stink in the back again to Tony, and Tony decided to, instead of going after his team, because the report I read was that Sammy was suspended because he continued the match after the face breaker, top
Shooting star.
Shooting star, and he was like. I the one thing that is unclear to me from the reports I've read is it's unclear to me if he was told not to do so, or if they were just expecting that he should have known after that move that Jeff was not fit to continue and they would have called the match. That's where the events get hazy for me, for everybody, because as far as no ref stepped in, like you were saying, Austin, the ref didn't step in. They didn't stop the match. So was Sammy told not to do it, and he did it anyways and further damaged Jeff's brain, or did they just say, well, let's just continue it, kind of? And again, I don't even know. I forgot to look to see who the ref was. I might have been Rick Knox.
Rick Knox.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So go back and watch. There's an 8-minute clip. The last 8 minutes of the match is on YouTube. You can watch the last 8 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a spot where after he does the shooting star, he hits Jeff. Now there's a ladder laying in the ring towards Jeff's head. Towards Jeff's head. So Sammy being on the top rope, I don't know if you've ever been on top rope or not. It's high. It's really high, especially when you're flipping, when you're doing a backflip, reverse backflip, and trying to land. So
first, hold on. Let me back to. First of all, to answer your question, do you see my fat ass getting up on that top rope? Hell no.
It'd be funny as shit. I'm here for it.
Do a bonsai drop. Only do a bonsai drop.
Yeah.
Continue. Sorry.
Not the ATCW ropes. That's for sure.
I wouldn't trust that ring with my weight. Hell no.
Jason, we got the next spot to finish the
I
next
wouldn't
show.
say it was because he heard it was because he used the GTH.
GT.
Go to heck.
His version of it.
So I'll get to that. So the last 8 minutes, he does a shooting star. As his positioning, Jeff's positioning was not where it needed to be, I thought, and Sammy didn't adjust well. That was the problem. Sammy didn't adjust well. So when he does a shooting star, there's a ladder laying there. So I think he was trying to avoid hitting the ladder himself, and that's why he ended up catching Jeff in the head. Immediately when he hits the mat, he rolls off and he rolls near. It's Bryce Remsburg, I believe the referee is. He rolls near the referee, and he is clearly asking him, clearly checking with the referee, and the referee's checking with Jeff. Now, I don't know if Jeff was saying yabba dabba do or what the fuck he was doing. He was probably out of it. But at that point, that's on the referee to wave it off, to do whatever. But he didn't. So Sammy knows something's wrong, right? Sammy didn't do 17 other fucking moves at the guy. He hit him with a GTH that, by the way, was not ridiculous, but it is another strike to the head. I probably would have maybe just pinned the fucking guy. That'd probably been the smart thing to do. So, and that's why everybody's all upset, because he did another move. But at the end of the day, you have to trust the guy you're in the ring with, right? You have to trust he is using his best judgment. And let's be honest, they don't, right? You're in there, you're in the ring, shit happens. You get hurt, but you're not. The hurt really don't really set in until later sometimes. So he was probably stunned and was like, "Let's fucking move on with it. Let's get this match over with." Now I don't know if he squeezed Remsburg's hand, saying maybe he wasn't in his right mind and he squeezed Remsburg's hand. I don't know. I didn't see just
probably asked Remsburg for a refill.
He said,
"Bartender,
he's gonna pay for this." But again, I think it was positioning and just bad judgment by everybody in the ring, including Jeff.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, why is Sammy getting blamed? If it's everyone's fault, why is Sammy taking the fall?
This has been multiple times. If you go back to the Sammy versus Matt Hardy feud from years ago, where they missed the table spot in the backstage area and landed on the concrete and cracked Matt Hardy's skull. There was another incident later on where he threw a chair at Matt Hardy's face and hit him, split him wide open. So, I mean, it's just they're kind of just tagging Sammy right now as like an unsafe performer.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
and I get it. You gotta set a precedent at some time. But it should have been done a long time ago.
They were handcuffed with that spot with that Matt Hardy match at that pay-per-view, because I believe that was. It was like a Falls Count Anywhere. Matt Hardy had to retire, I think, if he lost that match. So here he is. His skull's been rocked, and he's got to continue that kind of a match.
First off, why are we putting these guys? And Jeff and Matt Hardy are how old now? They got to be in their late 40s, right?
Yeah,
Easily.
late 40s.
Got to be in their late 40s. Why are these guys still doing this? Why?
Matt can barely even walk.
Yeah, right. He's got like frozen hip.
Yeah.
Him and the Fallen Angel. What's his face? Chris Daniels. Chris Daniels. Then 3-legged race running into the ring. Yeah. So why is he even trying this move? But anyway, I think they got to blame somebody, and for some reason they don't like to blame the referees. We've already seen this one other time with another referee where he didn't call the fucking match, and Moxley took another
Phoenix,
another power driver to the fucking neck.
And that was Mike Knox, the corpse referee.
Rick Knox.
Yeah, Mike Knox.
Or Rick Knox. Yeah.
Rick Knox.
Mike Knox. Jesus Christ, I haven't heard that name forever.
I know that name. Why do I know that name?
Yeah,
he was a wrestler on the ECW brand. Then reboot.
Okay.
Big huge guy.
Yeah, he looked like shitty Snitsky.
Yeah.
I think they actually put them in a team together because they just looked alike.
Shout out to Kicking Baby. So again, at the end of the day, I think this falls on everybody. Everybody needs to make the right decision. So,
and honestly, let me add one last thing to it. I think the one person who falls on the absolute most, Tony Khan. Tony should be discouraging them from going out there. Again, I don't mind them doing, moves or doing, but again, like you said, ladder in the ring. Why is there a ladder in there? Why is there something that you have to dodge when you're trying to do a backflip shooting star?
It was a no holds barred match.
Why are we doing no holds barred matches in the sense like it's this is the kind of thing like we going back to the whole dead body comment you made earlier. This is the kind of thing that's going to get these guys killed one way or another, and is like again. You want to do this for a paper, like, because that was the spot specifically was on what? I can't remember.
Rampage or Collision, I think.
It was on Collision. Why are you doing this on Collision? Why are you doing this on any network TV show? If you're going to do this, save this for the pay-per-view at least. You know, do something spectacular on the pay-per-view when it counts. Why are you doing a no-holds-barred match with a ladder in the ring on a friggin' Dynamite, Rampage, or Collision? Doesn't matter any one of the three. So honestly,
because every match in AEW is a pay-per-view match. Every match in AEW is pay-per-view match. Nothing special in AEW anymore.
But
That's really not.
Half of them suck. Like half of them suck because.
So listen, and I'll ask this question's for Austin. Austin, you have 20 minutes to put on a show. Okay.
Okay.
You put you had what did you guys have the other night? 10 minutes, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was like 12. I think it was like 12 to 14 max, and I think we went like just under 12, honestly.
Okay. You didn't do anything super spectacular in your match, except for the spot on.
Okay.
Nothing. Listen, there was nothing spectacular in your match except for the spot on the outside that made everybody piss their pants when you took that suplex on the outside.
Yeah.
Did you need to take that suplex on the outside?
Truthfully, no, but
Why did you do it? Why did you do it?
For the exact reason you're about to say, just to get a fucking cheap pop, honestly.
Hey.
And I'm just gonna be honest with you. I did it strictly because number one, I knew it would get the crowd going. Yep. Like that was the one thing that I personally felt like we were missing last show.
He did it for The Rock.
Exactly. The first show, I feel like the crowd was just dead the first half of the show, truthfully. And then I was just like, I knew this show we needed to go fat. We needed to go hard the first match, and then the crowd would stay hot throughout the rest of the night. And I feel like the crowd stayed hot, and yeah.
But Austin took one big bump, right? Just that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Owen Hardy.
Yeah,
because he's seen the Iron Claw. Kevin Von Erich's idol.
And at the end of that's what you get 20 minutes. These guys are in catering. Some of them don't even get a chance to be on TV for weeks and weeks and weeks. And now here's your chance. Sammy's in and out. You know, he's got a baby now. He wrestles every once in a while. And then he comes back for 2 or 3 weeks and he's gone for a couple weeks. He's literally wrestling 60 minutes in 3 weeks, right? Or however long he's wrestling. So every time Sammy Guevara's in the ring, or every time Matt Hardy's in the ring, or every time Jeff Hardy's in the ring, or every time Austin Blackthorn's in the ring, they want to show. They want to show off. They want to shell out. Right? They're there. They want to be. They want that Kenny Omega feeling. They want that Will Ospreay feeling when the fucking fans are going crazy every time they do something. They want that, and that's what
they want. The Kenny Omega feeling. What, the pee in his pants?
I don't know what that means. We gotta get you to start watching this fucking product and stop listening to Jim Cornette. You're terrible. Anyway,
yeah, and I think that is the God honest truth though, because I mean, for me, it's like, okay, selfishly, what can I do to make the crowd remember? Crowds don't remember wins and losses. They remember, holy shit, did you see this cool fucking spot that this guy did? Yep. So I'm already planning next month. I'm jumping off of a fucking fire truck. Like, I mean
is it moving?
Around the parking lot? So that should be a fun bump. Every time, and of course, I'm not a wrestler, right? I will be back in the ring eventually for some stupid reason to do something, but I'm not a wrestler. I'm a manager. But every time I go out there, I need to make them remember fucking Jonathan Cross, and that's what it's all about. I wear furs. I wear fucking crazy glasses. My fucking shoes light up. I let other people punch me in the fucking face to get pops. That's what I do.
But
I need that. I need that to make, and it's almost to make you validate what you're doing. Like those people, if they don't fucking if I worked in front of a crowd in Japan, I don't know if I could handle it. Those quiet motherfuckers.
And them
I
ATCW
need
people,
fucking heat.
those
need-
ATCW fans boo the absolute piss out of you. Well, they did anyway.
do. Look, okay, what does Prince Nana do?
Dances.
That's all he does. Honestly, that's all he does. He did go through a table not too long ago, which
Yeah,
I'm
that's
excited
true.
about doing that at some point.
Yeah.
But he dances, and the fucking crowd loves it. The
Don't
crowd
let
eats
Rob-
it up.
Don't let Frosty put you through that table.
I guarantee you, I'd use him as my cushion.
But like that's the thing is just like you need that validation because there's sometimes I'm out there and I'm like, well, this is gonna fucking be weird. Like there's sometimes where the crowd's just quiet and it's like, okay, I got to do something here to like just start shit. Like I just got to be an asshole to somebody right now. And it's just if number one, it's fun to be booed. I don't know about anyone else. The feeling of just being the ultimate asshole in the building is just there's just another level to it.
Yeah. Randy, I was in the ring a year ago and I didn't get hurt. I was a fucking winner, so piss off. Anyway, yeah. So I get it. I understand why they do what they do. I don't. Again, we go back to if I dive off a fucking ladder every match, people come to expect it, right? They just, I'm gonna dive off. Darby is not never dove off a ladder in the fucking glass. He might not ever do it again. Of course,
he'll do it in 2 weeks.
Next time it'll be glass with barbed wire wrapped around it.
Honestly, if you look at Darby, he's always doing some stupid bump where he like lands on the corner of the fucking steps. You wonder how this guy's still alive.
Yeah.
But he progressively just does something crazier and crazier and crazier. And eventually it's going to catch up with him. But Sammy does the same fucking shit all the time. Lands on fucking ladder, does big ass fucking swantons on the fucking tables on the Jeff. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing.
You know what? Might be interesting. Let's do the other one. Sammy versus Darby. You know, and who can out the other one match?
They had a feud back when AEW started. A pretty solid feud actually. They were pretty good matches.
It was before Tony Khan was running out of money and said, "Hey, we need to sell some tickets. Go out there and kill somebody."
Randy says you're much as a wrestler as I am an astronaut. Stick to managing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Randy. Anytime you'd like to step into that ring, I'll work your fucking ass and stretch you, and you'll be sorry.
Yeah.
Don't be fooled by the old man. Don't be fooled by the old man. So. I ain't lifting weights in my basement jerking off. You. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from Sammy. So we'll see. They never said how long the suspension was. So
this is like his third.
Yeah.
Well, just
I can't
one
wait
of the
till
random.
Sasha Banks gets there in a week or so.
And that was a theory that I saw online.
Big business.
Yeah.
March 13th.
Big business. So
No,
that's not a pay-per-view, right? That's just a regular
That's
show.
just a special Dynamite.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Nothing
Like their
special. They give all
Battle
these
of the
fucking
Belts
shows
or
names
winner
now.
is coming, that kind of stuff.
They're giving all these shows names now. Who cares?
Yeah.
I give 20. That's not a. Yeah, I wouldn't take that bet because Darby wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
If he comes back from fucking Everest, I think he dies on Everest.
And that's one thing that I did just briefly want to mention with that. Like you mentioned how he progressively gets dumber and dumber with his spots. Who's on Everest going to tell him like, hey man, you should really stop. Like we shouldn't go any
He's
further.
going to cough and drop off of Everest.
Oh, jeez.
I'd pay for that.
As long as Sammy's on the back end with his head underneath, maybe we'll be all right. But yeah, who's on Everest going, hey man, we should really stop here. Like you're not in greatest health. Because he's gonna want to climb the fucking thing. Like,
oh yeah, he's climbing. He's not stopping. This might be the last thing we saw of Darby. And his little promo he did last night, he got a little worked up over it.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he's gonna fucking die.
I mean,
He's got
I
a
don't
few
blame him.
screws loose.
like the success rate of climbing Mount Everest is not very high. Like,
There's still dead bodies on Everest. They can't get them down. You got to walk and you got to march past dead bodies to get to the top of Everest.
which is nuts. Like,
That's crazy.
that just means that literally just solidifies the fact that you're fucked up in the head, that you have to do that.
Yeah.
He's an adrenaline junkie. So he'll probably go up there and get one of them squirrel suits and dive off the top of it. Anyway, we got a pay-per-view this weekend. We got TNA Sacrifice. And I'm going to tell you this. I haven't sacrificed myself by trying to watch this. The ratings have not been good since they switched over to TNA. I don't know if it's because of the management change or whatnot, but it has not been the greatest. So this is tomorrow night for those who are in the fantasy league. This is the last pay-per-view, I believe, of the month before the next quarter starts. So I sent a message out today. If you did not give me a thumbs up in the chat, I will be removing you after tonight or after tomorrow. So anyway, Sacrifice, boys. I feel like we just had didn't we just have a TNA
It's like 2 weeks ago, I thought.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
It's like
Something
2
like
weeks.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Because it was TNA and Elimination Chamber was literally back to back.
It was Fight Forever. Or no, not Fight Forever. It was
Elimination Chamber.
it was Elimination Chamber, and then
I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah.
Sacrifice, Forbidden Fruit.
No Surrender.
No Surrender.
No Surrender, something like that.
No Surrender.
Who gives a shit? All right.
Because we were like talking about the no surrender rules and how they're fucking stupid.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what it was. I swear that was last fucking Saturday. God, it feels like it was. Anyway, we have Alexander Hammerstone and what's the other Alexander's name?
Josh Alexander.
Josh Alexander. Two, because the last pay-per-view these two guys fought, and Josh Alexander won. I need to read the backstory of Josh Alexander. I don't know why he's wearing this wrestling headgear. I don't know if he's special needs or he's totally thought his baseball or what, but
Sammy Guevara dove on his head a few times back in the Indies.
This guy wears headgear and a mouthpiece and mouth guards. So I know none of us really care about TNA and none of us really watch it. I cannot. It has since they've switched over to TNA, it has not recorded on my thing, so I can't. I haven't even been watching the lead up shows. So, but I'm going with Hammerstone in this match. Scotty,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hammerstone as well. And yeah, he's a guy that I've seen a few things of and have heard good things on. So I'm gonna call him on this one.
have you seen him wrestle yet?
Yeah, that's it. I've seen.
He's terrible. You remember how Ryback used to move in?
I've heard good things about him. So I mean, I saw a couple of his matches. It seemed good to me. But again, what do I know?
Well, you know everything.
I agree.
So I'm calling Hammerstone though.
Terry Funk wearing no mouthpiece. Okay. You're old, Randy. You're old.
That was
Owen.
Yeah, that was Owen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
do you know what that's from?
Terry Funk ain't wearing no mouthpiece?
Yeah, do you know what that's from?
Uh-uh.
That's from the fucking
Iron
oh my
Claw?
god. No, I literally just had it in my fucking mind. The one that died. You guys just talked about it like the other month. The brothers, them boys.
Oh,
Briscoe.
Yeah, the Briscoes always used to say that shit.
Oh shit. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Oh, okay. Well, I take that back. All right. Ricky, who do you got here?
Give me Hammerstone. If this is the second match they're having in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever. Yeah. Hammerstone's going to take this one.
Austin?
I'll just be different and go with Derp Angle and do Josh Alexander.
I'm going to switch mine to Josh Alexander. This is Hammerstone's last match on TNA.
Yeah, I'll stick with Derp Angle.
Derp
So.
Angle. I like
Derp.
that.
Gotcha. Clicking buttons. We have a 6-way. I don't know if this is on the pre-show or not because what's his face is wrestling later on in the evening, Ali. So you have Chris Sabin, Kushida, and Knight. What I can't remember what his name is. And versus the Good Hands and Ali.
Good Hands.
Are they clean? I mean, I don't know. What does that mean?
Who
This might be the
fucking came up with that name?
This is the pre-show match. We might stop covering TNA after this. These fucking matches are terrible. I'm going with Kushida's group here because I think Ali wins later on. So I'm going to go with Kushida at Knight and Chris Sabin. Scotty?
50-50 pick on. I have no clue. I'm going to go with Alibaba, whatever his name
Ali,
is.
good. Perfect. Riding carpets. Rick?
Yeah, give me Mustafa Ali's group.
Ali, that's right.
Gotcha. Mustafa Ali. Austin?
Yeah, I'll go with Ali and the Good Hand and Jazz Hands, whatever the fuck they're called.
I like it.
Just remember, hey, you just said a second ago that you're going with the other group because Ali's gonna win later in the night.
Yeah.
Just remember, man, people can win twice in one night. It doesn't have to be a big thing.
We'll
Just
get to
saying.
that. Hey, listen, that's right. I completely forgot that I called you twice. I called you twice. Was that your first win ever?
It sure was, and I'm gonna jerk it off until the end of the day.
Oh my god! In front of your daughter. Of course,
yeah, man.
She didn't even want to watch. I thought it was funny your daughter left your match and came back for the others. So you might be the drizzling shit in that kid's eyes.
I might be. Who knows?
Oh shit! All right, we got Nick Nemeth versus Macklin. Boy, I feel bad for Dolph. I really feel bad. I really feel bad for Dolph. Like how far we have fallen. I don't know.
I don't know, man. At least
Maybe
he's on
should
the
have went
card.
to AEW.
At least he's on the card. I mean,
I think he'd have done better in AEW. I think it would have been better for him to go to AEW. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what these guys think when they go to TNA.
Here's my issue. Well,
Lighter
I think
schedule.
he's also in New Japan.
Yeah, and
So maybe it's just
crossover.
like the part. Yeah, I was gonna say the partnership. Maybe they're both paying for his flights, and they're like, here's a fat paycheck. Do both shows.
Yeah, I know they do. I know they tape a lot of their stuff ahead of time.
Yeah, that too.
So maybe that's just scheduling wise. That just makes more sense. And Austin, who you got here?
Yeah, give me Dolph Ziggler, I guess, or Nick Nemeth, whatever the fuck we call him around here.
Yep.
Got
taking Nemeth.
Got Nemeth.
Damn.
Nemeth. All right, I'm gonna go the same myself. We have Hoist Gracie, Jordan Grace, Tasha Steeles, and Zaya Brookside. Hot.
Triple threat.
I get. Is this a clear the catering match? Clear the back room? I don't know. Why do we have all three girls in this match? I have no idea. I honestly haven't watched any of these matches leading up to this, so I don't know what
I was gonna say. There's probably somewhat of a decent storyline if you're making it a triple threat.
Decent storyline with Tasha Steeles.
Didn't
I don't even know who that is,
Jordan Grace just beat one of them, I think, at the last pay-per-view, right?
No, she beat she beat another girl. Yeah. None of these two. I'm staying with Jordan Grace here. I can't imagine. I mean, they could put it on Zaya Brookside. Honestly, she's decent. I don't know. I can't remember where she came from, but she's decent. Scotty,
stop. Let's stick with Jordan. We'll see what happens.
Ricky,
Jordan Grace.
All right.
Grace.
All right. It's a sweep. All right. We have Another bad creation, ABC versus Eddie Edwards and the system, Edwards and Myers. Scotty, Kurt Hawkins. He's a winner now.
For one,
This is
one
a
or two
Tag title match.
Yeah, this is for the tag titles.
Yeah, for 1 or 2 matches, maybe we'll see what happens. So ABC is the champion still, or no? Is that
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Forever champs.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, considering that they haven't lost and like they've been doing this, like we've been looking at these pay-per-views for a while, like review or previewing them, and ABC haven't lost in a while, so I don't think they're going to start now. So I'm calling ABC.
All right, Austin.
Yeah, I'll go with ABC just because I think it's a cool nickname. So I don't know anybody. I don't know anything about the wrestling, but fuck it, ABC.
I watched you the other night. I know you don't. Go ahead, Ricky.
Sure don't.
ABC.
ABC. Fuck you guys. I'm going Eddie Edwards and Myers with a run in from Matt Cardona.
Hold on. Didn't you go Eddie Edwards like 2 pay-per-views ago? I remember you bitching about it, and then, like it backfired.
Me every time. But every time I pick these guys, TNA's been kicking my ass this year for some reason. We have the heavyweight championship match, TNA title match. Moose versus Eric Young. How is Eric Young still a wrestler?
I was about to say Eric. Not
How the hell does anybody even care?
Yeah, well, Eric Young looks like Schmiegel from Lord of the Rings. Reminds me of it.
Like Eric not so young anymore. So
I don't know if you can see this picture I put up, but Moose looks like he stepped on a Lego. Fucking terrible. Terrible. Anyway, I'm going with Moose here.
I think Moose will retain, but I definitely feel like there's going to be some type of run-in from Joe Hendry. Like Joe Hendry's going to get involved. Better be careful. Who knows? Maybe I say his name. Maybe he shows up on the podcast. Maybe.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I love Joe Hendry. He's a weirdo. I like Joe Hendry, and then I don't like Joe Hendry. I don't know what it is about him. He's just, I don't know.
I love the shit that he did in ICW. With all the fucking theme songs he would remake.
Yes, he's still doing that. Where's Grado?
Yeah.
Where's Grado? Why can't we get Grado back in here?
It's funny. Like I forget about Grado for like 3 months, and then like randomly a fucking video will pop up on my YouTube. I'm like, holy shit, he's still alive.
Yeah. Great. The best entrance I've ever seen is when he did the Goldberg entrance.
Yes.
Oh my god, that fucking crowd went. It was like a 25-minute entrance. The crowd went absolutely. Life is a mystery. I fucking lose my shit every time it's on. So.
Bro, could you imagine that shit at the Royal Rumble one year?
Yes. Oh my god. I love fucking Grado. All right, Austin, who you got here? Young or Moose?
I said Moose, but like I said, I think Joe Hendry's gonna get involved.
Gotcha. Ricky?
Moose.
Scotty?
Moose.
Anyway, that's it for our topics. Real quick, let's get into it. Austin had a show. It's your
second show.
Second show.
Yep, second show.
You wrestled some battle royals and stuff, but this is your
show. Yeah. So third, technically.
Third, okay. And you won. You beat the legendary Shorty Smalls.
I sure did. I beat that old fuck.
Jeremy Stone?
No.
Oh.
This guy's meals are the size of Jeremy Stone. So.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. First of all, so the next event is May 4th, which has like the whole Star Wars behind it. So while we're on the topic Star Wars, they had me facing Jabba the Hutt. And then now next time I got to face Yoda. What the hell are we doing here? Like, what are we doing?
They love picking on you. But not only did Austin beat Shorty Smalls, he pulled the slickest move ever. I need to send you that fucking picture. I have it on my phone. Austin left the ring during the Battle Royal and hid under the ring until the end. They thought Willie won. Willie Radical won the Battle Royal, but not so fast. Eliminated by Austin. Love it. Genius.
Gotta use that head.
Genius.
So you pulled a Jerry the King Lawler move, huh?
I fucking loved it.
Sure.
So your next one has to be a Kofi spot, right? Next time you go over the road.
yeah.
Land on the
we gotta
DJ
see that.
table.
Like I
Land on the
said,
music table.
land on the music table. Maybe we have the fire department just happenstance, lay out a ladder or something. I'll land on the ladder.
Oh, I fucking love it. I love it. They would love it too. So
I'm sure they would.
congratulations, Austin. I don't know how. I wish you luck this weekend. I really do.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I got Axel Crow this weekend.
He's in a bad mood.
I saw he is in a very bad mood, and I would be too if he had to face me. So I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But end of the day,
maybe you'll get some sort of representation.
Oh, that would be nice from the one, the only, Jonathan Cross.
I don't know. I don't know what the Booker's doing right now, so
I
I guess I'll find out I'll find out what my role is on the way up.
No, you'll end up.
I'm gonna be politicking for 3 hours.
Hey man, I was on the phone with the Booker the other night for an hour. He was hitting me up, talking to me for about an hour, so I know my role.
Okay,
So-
good.
Now the only
Did you stooge off the finish?
What'd you say?
Did you find out the finish?
No, there's no finish, but I found out something else, and yeah, it's gonna be an interesting show.
the only representation Austin can get is Harvey Whippleman.
That's not bad though.
Yeah.
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 Whatever the fuck that means.
Hey, yeah, I don't either.
Should put Harvey with Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, Randy, I won on my taxes this year. Can you say that?
Lord.
Every time I open up Credit Karma, I win. Can you say that? I don't think so.
Atta
There he
boy, there he is. Yes,
He went in
sir.
cross mode.
I can't. I gotta save all my. I said to Randy the other day, I said, you and I should have an IQ test. He ran and ordered a fucking Blizzard. I said, motherfucker, I didn't say DQ. I said IQ, you fat fuck. Anyway, you started it. You started it. Anyway, that's good doing here for Hardway Wrestling. Thank you guys so much. Austin and I, we're going to get to hang out this weekend in Elmore, West Virginia. Oh my God.
Brother.
Population EIO.
We are over 400 subs now, too, by the way.
We are at 400. So at least my IQ
Over.
is higher than Lamar. Okay, whatever. No, I don't think it is. I really don't. You're a gym teacher. Fuck out of here. Out of here. You keep teaching kids what a shuttlecock is.
He's got a picture of Scotty.
Yeah, we are 409. Are we at 409? 48? Something like that. I don't even know.
In that area.
Yeah, we've had a nice little almost 20 here in the last week. I know
We're at 407.
we lost 2.
It was the two cocksuckers from Independent Rewind. That's who it was.
Yeah, that's who it is. You motherfuckers. Yeah. I'll be working on some videos on the way up to Elmore, West Virginia on Friday. I know, Austin. It's gonna be tough. We're gonna have a rough time, bro. We're gonna have a rough time.
Bring your
As long-
toothbrushes.
I was gonna say, bring your toothbrushes, bring your toothpaste, because
They might make us the fucking mayor of Elmore. when we leave.
they might. They fucking might.
Them boys are smart. Them boys are smart.
Them boys is too smart.
That's the kind of place where you break down and they ask you, ask them how much it is, and they ask you how much you
Mama
got.
said,
That's
Mama
kinda-
said, Alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush to brush them with.
Yeah, every fucking person out there is gonna look like Bobby Boucher and sound like him. So,
He's so mad because of the Oblongata.
have you seen like the location that we're going to? The actual like Google Map Earth or Google
I heard
Earth?
there's no chairs. It's hay bales.
Shit, probably. I would not be surprised. But if you look at the location that we're going to, it's literally like the location, forests.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who the hell is even coming to this show? One thing's for certain, though. They're coming to see me and you. Mainly you.
So it's actually Brian Hardy's running a ticket deal. It's buy one, get a cow in for free. So we should be
we're gonna be sold out.
And we will definitely be sold out. And on top of that, you're gonna get hot dogs, nachos, and milk.
Scotty's trying to get a hold of the Hardy Mobile to get to that one.
Hey man, Randy asked where the hell
is.
Randy said, "Where the hell is Elmore, West Virginia?" Your guess is as good as mine because I still don't know, and I got to drive there.
Yeah, it's right between the fuck and I don't fucking know. It's right in between there somewhere.
And right below it is BFE because I have.
Yeah, you're gonna get like now I go there every once in a while because I have some friends that live in the Morgantown area, Shinston area, and so on a map, your camera's acting shitty, Austin. On the map, they have you can see where Dave Posey's house. He lives in Shinston, right? So you can see on the map, like going to his house, there's like a back way, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sneak up, come in the back way. He thinks I'm coming around the front side of his house. Never tell a dude you're going in the back way, right? They always take it wrong. They always take it wrong. So I start going up this paved road. I'm like, yeah, we're okay. We're fucking cruising. I'll be here in a couple seconds, right? And then the paved turned into rocks. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it's West Virginia. Shit. I mean, and then it turned into dirt, right? And then it turned into mud. So I had just bought a brand new car. Yeah, just bought a brand new car, and I was going up it started going up the side of a hill, and I was like, well, his house is, I can see his fucking house on the map. It's got to be right here, right? So I gun it. I got stuck in the fucking, like, so stuck up to the wheel well stuck. So it was me and a buddy. Mike Enns, and I had to steer backwards down this fucking hill while he pushed. It took me an hour and a half to get to his house, where his house I could walk to it from where I was. So I had to go to a car wash and get all the fucking these big clay out of the, like, there was shit. I was kicking mud for 3 hours all the way back.
Oh,
fucking shit flying all over the place. Fucking crazy. And that was the nicest road they had in Shinston.
Dude, I'm telling you, the second I start hearing banjos, I'm calling the booker and being like, hey, I'm out of here. I'm not showing up. My bad.
I'm out of here. Can you tell me how to get out of here?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but here's the problem. Will you have cell signal to do that? Considering
I'll send a fucking pigeon, since that's all they know how to do down there anyways.
Well, I brought matches. I brought matches and paper so I could send up smoke signals.
There you go. Careful, you might start a forest fire out there because, like I said, it's literally location, forest.
Well, they have a fire department. They have a fire department, so that's good. Anyway, now that we're he goes to the back there and gets stuck. I mean, listen, you small white child. I see you wouldn't understand that.
What?
All right, we're out of here. Thank you guys so much. We'll report in. Austin and I will report in from the weekend to let everybody know that we're okay. If Austin has duct tape over his mouth, you know what happened.
Hey, end of the day, this might end up turning into some wrong turn shit. We don't know, because this is quite literally backwoods of West Virginia, and everyone looks the same down there. Probably because they all fucked their cousins. I have zero interest in going to Elmore, West Virginia, but you know what? We are what we are, and I'm coming out on top over Axel Crow. Thank you.
Listen,
have a great day.
Elmore, if you would like to subscribe, we'd love to have you because you're gonna want to read. You're gonna want to listen to this back before Austin gets there. So appreciate you.
Man.
Anyway, that's gonna do it here for Heart Rate Wrestling. We'll see you guys on Monday. Scotty, Ricky, Austin, have a good weekend. We'll see you next time.
On the hard way.
Peace.
Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck.
Wait a minute. I'm getting cues.